80th. Welcome, guys, back to the Real Talk for our 80th episode. John gave me
Yeah.
the pleasure of introducing it because it's 80. It's a good number. But yeah, we're back here for another podcast today. Today should be a good one. I'm actually really excited because we have a lot of things to talk about. A lot of good stuff has been coming out. And
Yep.
me and John kind of keep it tight lipped. We don't really discuss things like during the week. So, like on Tuesdays, we can just divulge everything and get into it. But
Yeah.
yeah, how you been?
I've been
How's your
good.
week been?
Audrey, it's been kind of like a crazy week in the sense of I don't know, it's been a lot going on in my life, but like a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's
Um
good.
and it's been like I was highly anticipating this weekend because it was like a 3-day weekend for me.
Uh
Since I
huh.
have Tuesday, Wednesday off, like everybody was off Monday. So I was all right, cool. You know, I was
Yeah,
off
because
Monday,
of
Tuesday,
Labor
Wednesday.
Day.
Yep. And we have Mr. Alex here. Yo, he actually asked me not to well, one of the topics is that we're going to talk about. I wanted to surprise Audrey and not tell her that I watched this show that we were talking about. Only Murders in the Building, the new Hulu TV series. But I
Mm-hmm.
was kind of talking to it about it with Alex, and he's seen only the first two episodes. So he said, please don't spoil it because he's really into it or something.
Damn it, Alex!
Come
I
on,
wanted,
Alex.
I
We're
wanted
gonna
to
have like
get
a little
into
spoiler
it.
section, bro. I'm sorry, dude.
I wanted to get into it, so now I'm kind of like, fuck. Because I was like, did you watch the last episode? But now
That's
Alex
why
is
I didn't
gonna
say
have to.
anything. Like when you guys were talking about it, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna like act like I didn't see it. I wanted, and then I just ruined the surprise. Oh yeah,
I
like you
know.
remind me of Mabel. Like
You
god damn it,
just
dude.
totally outed yourself by saying
That's
that. I was like,
my old
yes,
man brain.
I know. But yeah, it's been a pretty good I've had like a good solid 2 weeks of where I've been watching a lot of stuff and I'm actually really excited. And I'm
Yeah.
also like I have shows lined up where like I'm waiting for them to be released. So I have that one, and then I also have What We Do in the Shadows, which comes out on Thursdays, and then
Which
like
I
another
also
show.
watched.
Shut up!
Nah, just kidding.
Aw, dude, I was about to be so
uh,
excited for you. I was like, damn, for real? Aw, man,
my bad,
I'm kind of
Audrey.
bummed out, dude. You have to watch that one next.
Well, I have that. I have. How long is Only Murders in the Building gonna be? Do you know?
No, I mean,
It should
I
be
I
like
I don't
10 at
know
the
if.
max, right?
Yeah, no, I don't see it being more than 10 episodes. I think it'll be like maybe eight or nine,
Yeah.
maybe. Cause yeah, I don't
Because I
think
like
it
the
will.
whole weekly thing, but they started off with three, right? And then they
Yeah.
started like weekly, so that's cool. But because yeah, because I was gonna say I have that, and now I finished the first episode of Sopranos, but that's it.
The first episode?
Yeah, the first episode.
Oh
It took me
shit.
like a whole week to watch it.
Dude, that's an intense watch. So I could see why it wouldn't be like binge worthy or binge not binge worthy. Like you can binge it, I guess, but
Yeah.
it'd be hard. Um I honestly don't like the whole releasing one a week because I like
Mhm.
binging. You know what I mean? Like I just want
You're
to
a
know what
binger.
happens. Yeah, like I just want to fucking know what happens already, or like at least give me like 5 episodes, or like they did, like they gave you three, so that's cool. But what
She's
we do
giving me
in the
the whole
shadows,
first half.
yeah, exactly. But what we do in the shadows, they I think released two. Like they released one and then they released the next one like the next day or something like that. But
Yeah.
that's it. So I am patiently waiting for that. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of stuff, a lot of movies, and I'm excited.
So I just want to welcome our viewers to the Real Talk TV Talk.
Yeah, today's gonna be all about TV, guys. Sorry. Which actually
Brings us to a good subject.
about.
Well, I thought that's what you're gonna say.
No, I was gonna mention a show because I want to say we talked about it on the podcast before. I don't really remember. I'm pretty sure you did. The new Chucky show that's coming out on October.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think
Are
we just
you?
mentioned it. Like, oh, there's a Chucky series gonna come out. I think Ben was on when we talked about it.
Yeah. Are you interested in watching that at all?
Not really. I think I'm up for it though. Like if I hear good things, I'll be okay, cool. Like a
Yeah.
nice little fun series with Chucky. Like, all right, like let's see,
Yeah.
you know,
Because it's gonna come out on October 12th, I believe.
yeah.
And I honestly don't like. I didn't like remember like hearing much about it, and I saw the trailer yesterday again, and I was like, it looks all right. Doesn't look great,
I have
but
questions for you then.
what's questions?
So, is it going to be taking place in like modern day, like the last Chucky movie?
It's it definitely looks like modern day, but I don't know if it's exactly after like when exactly it takes place, but it does look modern.
Yeah,
It
because you
looks
know
a
how
little different.
that one was all like it was kind of like Siri built in it. You could control your
Yeah.
home and all that stuff. Like it's a camera, whatever the fuck.
It was more futuristic for sure.
Yeah.
But this one I like because he's not a robot. He's like a doll again. So
Okay. That's what I was thinking because yeah, like the last one, I thought they did some pretty cool things with it. It was like something like, hey, we need kind of Chucky to be modernized,
yeah.
like what would a toy like that be like nowadays? And I think they hit it spot on. But I mean, there's something cool. There's something really like scary and like devilish about like dolls coming to life. Like that's always been like
Yeah.
a non-human thing. Like oh shit, like
Yeah.
it's fucking weird.
And like for obvious reasons, I like the original series because Chucky was like I said, I've always said before, like I think I like him more just because he's like a gangster, like badass that like he's just funny. And in the new ones, he was more just I don't know. He kind of missed that for me. So I think
Yeah.
that's why I wasn't that much of a fan. But I'll still check it out if I can. If I have access to it, I'll still check it out and see how it is because, I still love Chucky. So
Yeah.
I'll be down to watch at least an episode or two.
Is it coming on FX?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I
No,
think
no, no, not FX. My bad.
sci-fi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was
So
gonna say
I
because
don't
if it's
know.
on FX, it'll probably come out on Hulu like the next day or something.
Yeah. But I don't know. That's what I was thinking. I was like, so if it's on cable, like channel like that, I don't know if they're going to stream it somewhere or if you have to have cable just to watch it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, we can always get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We'll illegally download it somewhere.
Yes, we'll legally download it.
Then Alex said Mr. Corman with the mad face. Have you seen that, Audrey? I
I
know
have
you.
not. We talked
Yeah, me
about it
either.
last time, and I still haven't watched it. Sorry, Alex. Lo
Sorry,
siento.
Alex. Yeah. I mean,
I'm
just
so
watch The
sorry.
Sopranos, bro. Fuck.
I know.
Did y'all see the new trailer for Stranger Things 4, season 4? Did you, Audrey?
I have not.
I think it was like a very quick one, a very like
Like
quick
a
like
teaser?
yeah little teaser, and they all look like early 20s now, and they're supposed to be kids or something.
That's
Like,
fucking
still,
bizarre, right?
yeah, it's because they started filming right in that growth spurt,
Yeah. Yeah. Like through that awkward phase, and now they're just like all grown, and you're like, what
Yeah,
the
like what happened?
fuck?
But it looks interesting. I mean, I think it's out there that like Hopper's coming back. Well, I don't know if you've seen the last season.
yeah.
Okay. So it's pretty much gonna be like a mystery about that or something. So I mean, I don't know. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. For sure.
Haven't seen
Um.
Stranger Things. Don't have a Netflix account.
Ah, damn.
That's bizarre. I feel like everybody and their mom has a Netflix account.
I know, right? I don't even use it that much, to be honest, though.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
It was extremely dull, paint by numbers Marvel movie. What do you think
Oof.
about that? Well, we're gonna talk about it a little later because Audrey finally saw it. Spoiler alert.
Oof. That's a big oof.
Yeah, this is a big oof. And then Alex says y'all suck. Okay, Alex. So you know what? We're gonna have this when we can't watch it. Okay, we're gonna have it like early in the morning or something. Oh no, Audrey. Oh, that's
I
enough,
know.
Audrey.
No, we're gonna do it. Oh no, I was gonna say late at night, but late at night he probably would be able to watch it. We're gonna have it at 6 in the morning, Alex. So you can't
We're
watch.
just gonna block you, dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I do want to. I do want to check it out, but I haven't. Like as soon as like September rolls around, I'm more than ever in horror mode. Like I just put that priority over anything else.
Yeah.
So that being said,
That being said, I don't know if you wanted to tell the viewers something that you're gonna try to do. I know that you have a lot going on, but you announced on your Instagram account that you're gonna be starting the your Halloween scratch off poster, right? Or Halloween
I
horror
already
movie.
started it.
Yeah.
I already started it. But I was an idiot. I decided to start it on the weekend, which I'm an idiot because I work on the weekend. That's like when I work the longest
Mm,
days,
pues.
and I didn't have a chance to watch. I only watched the one on like I think Friday or Thursday, and then I just didn't watch. I wasn't able to watch anything else. But yeah, I'm doing a scratch off poster that has like 100 horror movies on it, so it should be fun. I think it's
Yeah.
definitely gonna force me to watch movies that I've just been like putting off, or you know what I mean. Like I'm gonna do it. I'm actually gonna treat it as like I'm a film school student, and my
She
teacher
has
was like,
assignments.
"You fucking have to watch this. Like you have to, and you have to like actually pay attention and like give your thoughts. And if I hate it, I hate it. You know what I mean?"
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be brutally honest with myself with this challenge.
As Church and Creature are bad on the background.
I know. But the first one on that one was the oh my god.
Cabinet of
Yes,
Dr.
Calvagari,
From
right?
1920, when my dad was 35.
When your dad was a young chap.
Oh, yeah, when my dad was a young lad.
Yeah, that one obviously that movie I feel like it's been like required from for any film student to watch because it's
Yeah.
considered like obviously like one of the first horror movies. It's a silent film. So I think it is important to watch it. It's kind of like I guess Space Odyssey, 2001 Space Odyssey, where it's kind of like you have to watch it. Come on, like,
Yeah.
but I liked it. It did take me like 2 days to finish it, just because it's silent. So I actually have to like I can't do anything. Like I literally
Yeah,
have to be
you can't like
watching it. So it was, and it is a little slow, obviously, because I mean, come on. But just watching it for the like the style and the sets and everything alone, it's like amazing. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like it's so cool. It's such a cool film to look at. But yeah, I definitely think that's a movie that you have to watch just like John will fall asleep. Yeah, probably.
Like with Citizen Kane, I was just fucking.
Have
Oh,
you
and then I don't know if you see. I don't think he sent it to you. He sent it to me. He's watching Ted Lasso as well. And in that show, I guess literally they're like, oh yeah, it's like you'll fall asleep
Oh
watching.
yeah, I saw that.
And I was like, no way.
I was like,
Fuck. It's
damn,
like,
John got called out.
yeah, I'm Ted Lasso. It's like
Wait,
Apple. I have all everything Apple, so they probably hear me and they're like, hey, this is a good comedy, so we'll fucking put it on our show.
we'll use that as a joke. Yeah, I saw that and I thought that was hilarious too. I was like, wow, because we were just talking about that not too long
Yeah.
ago. But I was gonna ask you, have you seen a silent movie before? Or
Not like from back in the days. I don't think so. Um, because the Chaplin movies I've seen, they haven't been
silent?
silent. Yeah,
Yeah.
even though he does have some. And then like the artist, which doesn't count.
Did that make you fall asleep?
No, I was actually very engaged. I was like surprisingly like I was like this close from crying at the end. I don't know why that movie gets a lot of hate. I haven't seen it since I saw it in theaters,
I mean,
but
I've heard a lot of people say it's pretty bad, but I've never seen
yeah,
it.
I thought it was pretty good. But that was like again, like whenever it came out, I saw it in theaters, and I haven't seen it since. And it's interesting, like something like that, or even that we've seen like back in the day, you know, how we see it now. It's interesting to see our take. So that'd be pretty cool. Like hey, I'm
Yeah.
gonna revisit the
Yeah.
artist after only watching it one time.
Yeah. I mean, I think I want to watch it just to see, but I've heard a lot of bad things about it for whatever reason.
Yeah,
Um, but the next movie on the list is also another silent movie, which is The Phantom Carriage. But that one's also a really, really good movie. I've seen that one before, and I'm looking forward to watching it again because when I watched that movie, I was probably like 15, and I
yeah.
watched it on YouTube, I think, like for free. Probably didn't really
Oh,
pay attention to it.
yeah,
But I'm excited. So yeah, I'm excited to keep going with that challenge. Like I said, it has some that I'm kind of like not so excited about because I've seen them recently.
yeah.
But whatever. Like I'll still go through with it.
I was gonna ask
So
you, where did you see the other one, the Cabinet of
that
Doctor?
one is on Tubi.
Oh, okay, for
It's
sure.
free.
Because I
Yeah.
was like, since it's 1920, I'm pretty sure it's like streaming somewhere. Like,
Yeah. No, dude, honestly, like all of these movies, you can find them. I feel like any movie you can kind of find anywhere streaming at this point. Cause like in between like Tubi, Peacock, fucking there's another one that I have, that also is like a free streaming service. I usually can
Criterion.
find something.
I'm just kidding.
Not Criterion, I unfortunately had to
Cancel it.
cancel. Yeah. Unfortunately.
I like the idea of John rating a movie based on the scale if he fell asleep or not. I think it's
It's
very
very
effective.
effective. That's true.
Oh
Like,
man.
was it a doozy? Did you fall asleep? Or was it like a, I didn't fall asleep? Two thumbs
Yeah.
up.
That's how I'm gonna rate movies now, Audrey. I
Dude,
didn't fall asleep, so you know it's good. Like
I don't think I've honestly fallen asleep through a movie in a while. Like, I can't remember the last movie I fell
in the
asleep
movie
through.
theaters.
No, that's never happened to me. Ever. Like, no. But, but yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited to keep watching that.
Yeah.
The thing, the challenge or whatever.
On the list.
My
Yeah,
list.
I started mine too. Since I have a scratch off poster, and I did a video for TikTok, and it was almost finished, but I just didn't like how it came out. I felt like I was lacking energy and personality. You know, I was directing myself. I was being harsh on myself.
You were like, oof.
Yeah, and like my girl was like, "No, just post it, whatever." And I was like, "Nah, like I gotta be better. I can't just be like showing up there and like, I gotta do something more." So
Honestly, I feel like you probably would have gone viral.
like, look at this guy.
Like you would have been real low energy, kind of like what's his name? The one that you kind of
Oh,
like.
Stuckman,
Yeah, like you know how he's very just
like
like,
mellow, like,
and
hey,
he's
what's up,
like
guys?
famous.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of YouTube buddies, I was gonna ask you this last podcast, but I forgot. I saw that Zach Pope had an interview with the actor from Coda, and I was like, oh look, that's cool. He
Yeah.
actually like got an interview with him and everything.
Yeah, shout out to Zach Pope. Um, yeah, I believe he's done some interviews here and there. He's been on the local news, so that's pretty cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because he's from AZ, so over there, he's been in the local news over there.
He lives like in a smaller town though, doesn't he? I remember you
I think
mentioning that or him mentioning that.
Scottsdale, maybe,
Oh
or maybe that's just a fucking city in Arizona that I know of, and he might
yeah.
live somewhere else. But maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. But yeah,
I thought that was cool, and I mean that's cool that he's still doing his channel because I remember he was like one of the first like friends that you made here on the YouTubes.
yeah, that was crazy. Like he's doing a lot. Like, he does a lot, and I like that he includes his family sometimes. Like I think he did like the Star Wars ranking with his dad, so that's pretty cool. And
Mm-hmm.
then he rewatched the MCU with his girl too, and I think he included her too. So that's cool.
Oh,
He's
nice.
still doing a lot. I talked to him recently about the whole thing that happened with us on the comments that we got like fucking rated or
Oh yeah,
something,
yeah.
and that happened to him too. And like we're talking, and I told him, come through the podcast, man. So we just got to schedule it. We gotta. He said he's down, so we just got to
Oh,
schedule it.
nice, 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 nice. Well, yeah, we love to see it. Other fellow YouTubers.
Yep.
That'd be cool for us to one day have a interview, an official interview with someone.
Yeah.
But that's cool. I'm happy for him. I'm looking at the comments. My
Oh
friend,
wait, wait, wait. I'm sorry,
I'm rewatching Friday 13th franchise. Damn, were you
Audrey.
here when we talked about? I like how you said Audrey.
Audrey, take this one. No, I'm just kidding.
Were you here when we talked about me watching that movie for the first time in a long time? Well, I'm gonna say that I had just watched that movie because I don't remember anything about that movie, the first
Yeah.
one. But yeah, so I'm assuming you're a fan. I'm curious. Does it bother you that the sound?
That they ripped off.
I don't even want to say it again. I sound like a broken record.
Nah, say it.
Does it bother
Do
you
it.
that the fucking song sounds just like the Psycho song? Cause that shit's fucking wild, dude. I lost my shit. You can rewatch it in the podcast
Audrey
previously.
literally had a whole rant.
I had a whole rant. I think I went on for like at least a solid 5 minutes of me just saying like how this movie I think is a complete ripoff of Psycho, and I'm not even saying that in a negative way. Like I'm not bashing on Friday the 13th. I'm just really like
Yeah, you
baffled.
were.
No, I wasn't. I was just baffled at like how straight up they were. They were like, you know what? We're not even gonna try and hide it. Like it's just straight up ripping off Psycho. Like I
And
don't
how
give a
like
fuck.
nobody ever noticed that.
Apparently not. Or apparently people have noticed and they just don't care. I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, well, I fucking guess.
They're like, leave it alone, girl. It's horror history for us.
Yeah, I guess so. You have the fucking box set. Look at
Yeah.
you. Look at you.
Friday
John
the
didn't
13th.
care.
Wait, or should I do
Obviously.
it like this? It's like his mask.
Wait, have I asked you this before? Oh no, Ghostface is your favorite, obviously.
God
right?
damn, you can't see it because it's like there. I'll put it like that. Yeah, well, as far as horror icon guys, it's Freddy. Freddy Krueger.
Oh, Freddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Ghostface, I guess he's like newer, maybe. So.
Yeah, he's the one that actually scared me when I was little. Like I was actually scared of him.
Really?
Yeah.
Even with the way he moved all goofy? I
He's
noticed
like
that this time around watching those movies. I was like, man, he always moved kind of goofy though. Kind of
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Whatever.
How, Audrey?
Like, really, like, dorky. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, I actually did a marathon with the Scream movies, which is another topic that we were going to touch upon. I don't know if Georgie's in the chat. Probably not. He said he was going to tune in. But.
Let me text him real quick. He was
He probably forgot.
sending me voice messages because he got Scream 5 spoiled for him.
How did he get it spoiled?
Okay, send them. I should try to call him, see if I could get him on air. No, I'm just kidding.
I know, dude. That'd be dope.
Hey, bro, you're on the podcast,
Like
dude.
Inception. Like, hey. And I also got a message from Ben. He just sent me a teaser trailer for The Matrix 4.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna talk about. I think it's like a few seconds.
Oh,
of, like,
man.
the trailer's coming out Thursday, I think, or something like that.
I think I want
But,
to. No, I probably will watch it. Honestly.
I watched a little. Oh wait, the trailer.
The teaser
I'm gonna
trailer.
absolutely watch the trailer. I usually try to stay away from the trailers.
I
but-
know. I'm like, what about. You're always like, no, I try and stay away. Like, all right. But
Yeah,
for The
but
Matrix.
something like this, like I've even seen, like he looks like he does in John Wick though, and that kind of throws me off.
Like with the long hair?
Yeah, and the beard.
Why?
Like someone even on Instagram, someone put it. I mean, Twitter is like, oh look, like the first image of John Wick in The Matrix 4.
What?
I thought he was gonna be like shaved, but look, and they may explain it in the story. You know, I'm not gonna be like one of those persons who fucking complains. I'm just saying.
Well, because I'm thinking I could have sworn I saw like leaked pictures at one point of him on set, and he looked like clean cut. Like he
Yeah.
didn't have. So maybe it's like a before. I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, it might be explained. Like you said, it might be like that. Like maybe it's like because you know how in the story it's like it kept happening, right? Like
Yeah.
it's like set, so it's like maybe this time he like chooses the other pill and he's like still miserable with his life, and then like at the end like I don't know. I'm speculating way
Yeah,
too much,
this
but
is a
it might be explained, But I was just shocked because I didn't think they were gonna keep him like that, but
Yeah. Yeah. For
But
sure.
so that's exciting. We have that. We have the Apple event next Tuesday. I don't know why I just said that. New iPhone's coming out.
Oh yeah. Damn.
Yeah. So real quick about Georgie, he said that because he always goes on Reddit and he says, "Oh,
He
he
got
said
it
nice.
spoiled.
I'll try to tune in. Work's a little busy.
Oh man.
I mean, Alex is tuning in. Work's busy for him too. So,
I know.
I'm just kidding.
We see.
Alex
we
is
see.
a real one. No, I'm just kidding.
Just kidding. What were we talking? Oh yeah, that he got it spoiled for him. Screen.
Yeah, because he always goes on Reddit and tries to like look at like theories and all that stuff. So I guess when there's spoilers, you're supposed to put their spoilers. Like there's a little button and it'll tell you right there, like before reading. And I guess this guy didn't do that. So he was like reading and he's like, oh what? Like
Dick.
yeah. So he got pissed and he was mad in the morning. I was like, dude, like this is why the internet, like like it sucks. Like we're not allowed. Like we can't have nice things. You know.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I feel like, well, was he I wonder. Now I'm
He
kind of
knows who the
curious.
killer is. If it's true, he knows who the killer is, and
That
that's like the
sucks.
big thing. You know, like
Yeah, that's like the whole point of fucking Scream. It's very
yeah,
much like that. But yeah, in case anyone is like kind of lost, um, obviously John and our other friend are like big fans of Scream. And I mean, I've always liked the original, but I did tell them that I hadn't watched the third one or the fourth one. I stopped at the second one. So I
ooh,
decided that I would do a marathon. And I
yes,
did.
I'm
I fucking
excited.
watched all of them. And yeah, I didn't watch the first one because I had just seen it, like literally like 3 weeks, no, like 2 weeks ago even. So I didn't watch the first one, but I watched the second, third, and fourth. And the second one, I think I mentioned to you that like I did like it. Like it has its good parts,
Yeah,
its
well, I think
bad
we were
parts.
talking about it.
But what I thought was interesting is that when you and Georgie were rating them, you guys both put fourth right after one,
Number
which
one.
I thought was really interesting because that like never happens. You know what I mean?
Like as they progress in horror history, they get worse or something.
Right. So I was just really shocked that for you guys number two was last, and number four was close to being on the top.
Yeah.
So that had me super curious. And then on top of that, obviously there's like a theory. Well, I mean, I guess it's true, right? It's not even a theory about the third one because
Yeah.
it's like a legit thing that that John told me. So going into it with that knowledge, I was like, "Oh shit, that's pretty legit."
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool. That being said though, I can see why you guys put 4 up there because I don't know if it's for the same reasons as me, but I think 4 was actually pretty entertaining. Like I actually like it's a fun movie to watch. There
Yeah.
are some moments where I was kind of like the acting was a little cringy, but I think it was just it's I wasn't that much. I like it didn't take me out of the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay, it's cool. Like I like it. So I actually did enjoy the fourth one. I think more than the second one, and the third one. So I would kind of be like you guys too. I would put 1, 4, 3, and 2.
Yeah. Hell yeah, Georgie's gonna be excited, and Alex is
which I
pissed right
was
now because we're talking about something Georgie likes.
which I thought was nuts because I was like, I don't think I'm gonna agree with them. I was like, there's no way. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like 4, but I
Yeah.
did. So I want to know why you like 4.
I want to know. I think I just like it. I just recently rewatched it too, like 2 weeks ago. I just like it because it's just the vibe it gives out. I like everything it touched upon about like horror reboots and remakes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously the commentary of it, like I really like it, and I hadn't watched it since like the first time. I think I watched it like twice, but not in a long time. Like if anything, I'll just revisit the first three because I never had access to the fourth one. I never until like a few years ago to when I bought it, but still. So I watched it again, and I could have sworn the killer was someone else, and I was like, when it was revealed that it was not them,
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? Like,
So it was a twist.
it was a twist, even though I already knew. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it for anybody
I
who
mean, it's
hasn't
an
seen
old
it.
movie,
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure there's people that still, I don't know, they haven't seen the fourth one.
like me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna
Okay.
say
Spoiler
that
warning then. Audrey, come on.
spoiler warning,
Spoiler
spoiler
warning.
warning,
Audrey,
spoiler
I mean,
warning.
Alex, if you haven't seen it, go away.
Check out. Check out for a
Check
second
out.
and then come back.
So in this fourth one is kind of an homage to the first one because there's two killers,
Uh huh.
and so it kind of it makes you like think about like it harkens back to the first one, right? Like
Yeah.
how even what's her name in the movie, the main girl, Sydney.
Sydney?
Yeah, they're trying to make it seem like it's happening like the same thing, like oh it's happening to her niece or her cousin, right? It's her
Yeah.
cousin, and like she has a boyfriend, so it could possibly be the boyfriend. You know, it's like kind of like that. And then there's like these nerd guys who like know everything about horror movies and stuff like that. so it misleads you in kind of saying like, oh well, are they just gonna do like what they do in the original? But then you're
Yeah.
thinking to yourself, nah, they won't do that. But then it keeps going. You're like, oh, maybe they will. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it does a good job in making you keep like guessing. So when it's revealed that it's one of the guys who's like geeky about like all the horror movies, I
Mhm.
knew that, but I got the wrong girl. I thought it was the
Hayden?
blonde one. Yeah, Hayden Panettiere or whatever.
Yeah.
Thought it was her. I could have
Yeah.
sworn it was her, but it
Nah,
turned out to
dude,
be
she
her cousin.
fucking got all knifed in. She was like,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I really liked her character for some reason. I was like, okay, cool. Like I was actually like not rooting for her, but like I got behind her and like I thought she was a killer. I was like, okay. I can. It was pretty cool. So when
Yeah.
they like she got fucking stabbed, I was all right. Like again, like I knew it was like a girl killer, but I was just misled, you know. So
Yeah. Nah, bro, I was like, when it turned out to be Emma Roberts' character, I was like, of course. Because
yeah,
anytime she's in a movie, dude, she plays like the bitchiest bitch of, like, she's a really good at playing
bitch.
a bitch. I don't know
Yeah,
why, but she's so good. Like, I'm like, dude, she was just, I don't know. So when that happened, I was like, yeah, of course it was gonna be like that. And she's just really good. Like I said, she does a really good job, I feel, at being like fucking crazy. I think it
yeah,
was a little unrealistic some parts, but whatever. Like I said, it's Scream, so I'm not like, I don't have it under this like scope of it has to be realistic or perfect because I know it's not. But that being said, I thought she was really good at being just like a psycho bitch at the end. And
yeah.
I also really liked oh god, I'm forgetting his first name. The Culkin brother.
Roy Culkin, Roy or Kieran. It's one of those.
It's one of those. I
Yeah,
get them confused. But I also really enjoyed him in that movie. I always enjoy him. I think he's really good actor too. I always enjoy whatever he's in. Um, so yeah, and then you gotta love Courtney Cox, right?
yeah.
I
Even though I
love
didn't like her character in this, in
in
the
this one.
fourth one. Yeah, because like
Really?
I was telling Georgie, I was like, well, I know she's Gail, and she's supposed to be kind of like about her. Like she's, like in the
Yeah.
first one, she was just wanted the exclusive and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, it's carrying over, and like you can kind of understand she wants to write a new book and like all this
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So, but I don't know. It just felt like she really just wanted it and didn't care about anything else. And maybe that's
Really?
supposed to be like what they're going for, you know? So like when she gets stabbed, you're oh shit, she's gonna die. Like she's one of the OG characters, but at the same time, like oh well, she's kind of being a bitch or something. I don't know. That's how I got it. Maybe I was just
Wow.
having an off day, but I love her. I love her and Friends and everything. So it's like what the
And
hell?
I think she honestly has one of the best character developments in this movie because in the beginning, like you said, she's just a very self-centered bitch. Like you fucking hate her. But
Yeah,
then as the stories progress, you kind of grow to love her. And I gotta say, in the fourth one, she was actually like where I felt most like she was most like I was rooting for her the most. Like I was like,
yeah,
fuck yeah, like do this.
yeah,
So that's interesting that you're kind of like opposite. But
yeah,
overall, Scream is like it's just a fun time. You know what I mean? I
yeah,
did feel myself kind of zoning out the most with the second one, like I said, and I think that's why it's my least favorite. It just didn't hold my attention as well. I think the
yeah,
ending did, like it picked up towards the end, but the beginning I was just kind of like not here for it. Um, but overall, I'm really happy that I watched all of them. I can finally say, and now I'm ready for the fifth one,
yeah.
which I
Hoping it doesn't
can
get delayed.
I know, and I can also agree with Georgie when he said that the publicity for it has just been terrible because
Yeah,
nobody fucking knows that there's gonna be a Scream 5.
yeah.
Like, it's rare. I think the only ones that know about it are
It's just
you.
us, literally. Like,
Because no one else is talking about it. I think I saw one other of my, God, I can't talk. One of my coworkers, he mentioned it or he like talked about it. And I was like, damn, you're like the first person that I've heard mention it.
yeah.
Um,
And it's
so yeah.
coming out what in October, November, December, like 4 months.
Yeah, yeah. And no one fucking knows. But yeah. So that's my little spiel on Scream. I'm happy I saw it. Like I said, it's definitely the first one has always been my
Yeah,
fave.
the first one's it's classic. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, for
But
sure.
real quick, I want to touch upon like Yuri saying that Emma Roberts was good at playing that like psycho bitch, but just the ending. In some cases, I don't like that exposition dialogue. Like she said, "Oh, like what she was kind of explaining why she was doing things." But then like, watching it now and knowing how a lot of people are like with social media and like they just
Oh
want a quick
yeah.
way to like get famous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's why I really liked it this time around because it's even still prominent to this day. And I think that's why
Oh
Georgie
yeah.
said it was a bit ahead of its time because at that time social media was like barely taking off, you know. But even at that time, Wes saw that there was like people willing to do crazy shit, and in this case, so, like recreate or like do something like that to get famous, like like killing all these people. So I thought that was like again, that's why I really like it. Like says a lot, you know.
Yeah, I completely agree with that too. And I really liked like the whole it started the whole vlogging or blogging thing, like the vlogs, like they're recording and they have that
Yeah,
theory that they're recording the killings. So I thought that was cool too because yeah, you're right. Like he was ahead of his time where he knew that this was going to become a thing.
yeah,
And yeah. So I think Scream 4 definitely has a lot of topics that are still very much prominent right now, more than ever, I would think.
yeah,
Um, and I think that's why Wes was so good because he just fucking killed it at that, at
yeah.
taking kind of like
Very
a
smart.
modern twist or prominent things, and turning them into to horror. So yeah, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Wes, the great Wes. He gave us not only that, but he did the Hills Have Eyes, right? Or am I tripping?
Yes. Wait.
Fact checker. We need a fact checker.
The
The old one, the first one. Let me see.
let me see.
Hills.
The Hills.
Ojos.
Um, what does it say?
Yeah, Wes Craven.
Wait, the 77 or the
Yeah, the
2006?
77,
Oh, okay.
the OG.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, he did that. He did a Swamp Thing, Hills Have Eyes, People Under the Stairs. Really much a master of horror. Last House on the Left. Obviously, I'm in his Wikipedia right now.
Did
The Nightmare on
you
Elm Street franchise.
did you ever watch the Dracula movie he made?
No, but look,
Yeah, I know. I
everything
just
you
saw
just
that and I
ruined
was cracking
everything.
up. Fool, we told you to leave. God damn it, Alex. And why didn't you watch it when I watched it? Like I said I was going to do a marathon
You
and
know
I
what,
said I
fucker?
was
We're
going
gonna
to talk
start.
about it
We're gonna
today.
spoil you the Hulu show for you.
Yeah, sorry. Lo siento, but come on, dude. But
It will
anyways.
sting. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, dude, that's fucked up.
I said I was just kidding.
I mean, I don't know, Alex. Lo siento. But yeah, you should have muted us. At least muted us. Why didn't you watch Mr. Corm? Well, because I'm telling you, dude, I give precedent to horror because that's just how I am. So I have to
Alex,
watch
why
What We Do
why
in the
didn't watch
Shadows.
Shang-Chi when we watched it? You
He
see,
doesn't like Marvel though.
it goes,
So
but no, but it has to go both ways. You know what I'm saying?
But what were we saying? Oh yeah, I asked you if you watched the Dracula one with
Oh no, no, no! I haven't seen that one, but I want to.
I remember being a child. I was
Oh my
probably I don't even
lord!
remember how old I was, but I think my cousins were watching it and there's this one scene that's really really like kind of disgusting. And I was just like, ugh. I was like, what is this? But then I was
Yeah,
kind of like intrigued. And I was just like, hmm. And I stayed to watch a little bit more of it. But I honestly don't really remember what
I feel
happened.
like you were very much scarred, but also weirdly guided with horror films and stuff like that. like,
Yeah, for
like you saw
sure.
fucked up shit, but you're like, hmm, like
Yeah.
I probably like this.
I mean, honestly, I feel like when you watch horror movies, like you're as at a young child, like it doesn't really affect you the way people think it affects you. In my
Yeah.
honest opinion, I don't know.
If anything, for me, it made me more curious about movies and how they were made and everything like that. Because I'm like,
With the
obviously,
effects,
everybody tells me, yeah, like this is not real. So how could they make it seem so real? Like
yeah, yeah.
so. Huge props to like horror movie for that, and they're always like, especially back in the days, they used a lot of like prosthetics and like a lot of like
Mhm.
true like animatronics like for the thing and stuff like that. Like I think that's what makes those films like timeless because you can maybe tell, but they still some of them do a real good job at looking so real, you know. So
Yeah. And I feel like that's why the Dark Crystal's like one of my favorites too, because I just think it's like amazing. Like I think in itself, like I'm just like, damn, it's
did you
fucking
watch the
dope.
Netflix show?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh shit!
and I really liked it too.
Didn't is it
Ben
gonna come
wasn't.
back?
No, they canceled it.
Damn it!
I
I started
know.
watching it.
I was like, oh, you did start watching it?
Yeah, I started watching it, but then I felt like I wanted to watch the movie first. But then
Oh yeah,
someone
yeah, yeah.
told me they're like, no, just watch the show, and then you can just
I
But
mean, I think you should definitely watch the movie. Just like I said, because it's amazing to look at. Like, and it's really cool to see everything. And it's like, come on. But but no, you don't necessarily need to watch the movie. I don't think so. I think they kind of give you like a rundown, and
yeah,
then they like take it from there. And we were even saying that about Chucky too. We were like, Chucky looks pretty fucking dope, dude. Like like back in the day, like
yeah,
he looks real. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I think that shit is so cool. And like you said, it makes you like interested in how they did stuff. Or like
Because
with oh sorry, go ahead.
oh no, just real quick, because like nowadays when you have like a CGI thing chasing you, it's not the same. You know, like maybe they do
Yeah.
a good job, but you still know deep down that it's like
It's not
not
real.
there. You know, it's probably
Yeah.
like a little green ball that the actors are like trying to, you know.
Yeah. I think I've seen like this morning I saw a picture of Daenerys from Game of Thrones, and it's like her with the dragon, and then
Yeah,
she's actually holding like the green little like ball, and I'm just like, damn, that
yeah,
sucks. Or like fucking Falcor, Neverending Story. I think that
yeah.
shit's so cool, dude. So cool. Um, but yeah, so I think horror movies have always been super cool at like getting effects made to make it look as real as possible, and I
Yeah,
think that
like
makes
they're
it
really intuitive. Like they were kind of forced to think outside the box, you know, because like how
yeah
can we make this look real? Like the first Nightmare on Elm Street, the way they did it when Depp's character dies, like they did the way they did the room and everything like that, like it was dope. Like you never see anything like that again. Like
yeah yeah I agree, especially like also with Texas Chainsaw. I love Leatherface, how he looks too. I'm
oh, that
like
one's like another story. The first one.
yeah yeah, so I think it's like all of that. I'm just like, man, and like I also think it would be a lot of fun to do that, huh? Like as a job, that'd
Yeah,
be pretty fucking cool. We're just going on a rant here right now.
why we love horror. Hold up, hold up, hold up.
Dude, your shelf looks like it's gonna fucking fall. I know. It's sexy.
And
That's the one that I have.
you can't tell, but that's the one with Jessica Biel.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Still in the plastic. Just kidding. I don't know if
Oh, I
it's in.
know. I haven't seen that one in a while, and
You should watch it.
this was the one that came like with the I don't know. I kind of that's why I bought it because it was still I like
Yeah.
to keep my shit like nice.
The next series that I think I'm gonna dive into is probably Hellraiser, because I
I
love
haven't
the
seen
first
any of
one.
those.
You've never seen the first one?
Nope.
Dude. I love the first one, but I want to watch with Ben because Ben wants to watch it too. The second one, and third one,
Yeah.
because those are also ones that I'm just like, man, fucking love it. So that'll probably be like one of the next series that we kind of binge watch. I think
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that I want to watch now.
Pull up, Audrey. I'm gonna pull up something. I think I showed you this before.
Pretty fucking epic. It better be epic. Just kidding.
Okay, so this is something that I saw like when I was a little kid. I went to my local video store
Uh huh.
and I had an interest in like horror movies and
Mhm.
I thought this was really cool. And I thought they were gonna show all these guys like facing each other, like killing each other to see who comes in at last. But it was more just like a highlights of like these people and kind of introducing you to each one of them and like giving you like a little scene. But this is something I really like. It's nostalgic for me. Is
Mhm.
this thing? Boogeyman.
Oh yeah, that's so cool, Boogeyman.
Yeah, so it's like it says volume one. I don't know if there's another volume, but
Damn.
like it was just like
Oh, that's so
basically like it
cool.
shows you like Pinhead, Freddy, Leatherface, Ghostface, like
Mhm.
Chucky, Candyman, And I remember watching this and just fell in love with each and every, like Norman Bates,
Yeah. All
Blade,
the fucking psychos.
the Puppet Master. So apparently there's a Blade from the Puppet Master.
Blade? Like Blade Blade?
No, I thought it was Blade, but it says Blade from the Puppet Master.
Huh.
Hmm. But anyways, yeah, this is something like I like to watch every Halloween for like nostalgia purposes.
Hell yeah, dude.
Cool.
I want to watch that. I wonder if it's on Shutter.
Probably will. It should be there.
Cause I actually got Shutter just for this season. I don't
Ooh.
know, cause I'm like I feel like I have to, but they also have the amusement park on there, which I put on my watch list because I wanted to watch it. They were showing it at the Alamo, but I didn't get to go
Yeah.
watch it. But I've heard really good things about it too, like that it's just like a fucking trip. So I feel like that's a good movie to have like in the background when you're like decorating because it's not so much like it's only like an hour long or like not even, it's pretty
Yeah.
short. So yeah, I think it'll be good to just have in the background when I start decorating, which I think we're gonna do today, so I'm excited.
Oh man, we're gonna start decorating this month too.
Hell yeah.
It's that time, and I was this close to getting a pumpkin spice latte at our Tierra Mia, but I tried this caramel macchiato. Fucking
uh,
great. I loved it. So
mm,
I usually get the horchata one because that's what it's known for. But now I'm gonna get that, and I was this close to trying the pumpkin latte one, but I think my girl was gonna like have beef with me if I didn't try it with her. So I have to wait for her.
you're like, damn
I
it.
was never gonna hear the end of it. So
I know. And honestly, I was telling Ben this, like, I kind of hate it this year because the weather's still pretty warm and it just
yeah,
doesn't feel the same. It doesn't hit the same. You
there
know
was
what
a
I mean?
super fucking hot day, Audrey. Like 2 3 days ago. Oh man, like it was hot. It was hot, hot, like
Like global warming
hot.
hot. Like, we're gonna
Yeah, like global
fucking.
warming hot. I kept telling my aunt and my grandma and my mom in Spanish. It was like we were like underneath the devil's balls. Like it was fucking that hot. But I said that in
Can we get a
Spanish.
translation in that in Spanish, please? I really like it in Spanish, please.
Fuck, I was like, si sentía como si estamos abajo de
Los huevos.
los huevos del diablo. Fuck.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Dude, cussing in Spanish just hits different too. Or like saying shit in Spanish just hits
Yeah.
nice. But
And
that's
shout out
fucking
to those
hilarious.
those Mexican moms that rap faster than Eminem. I don't know if you saw
Oh yeah, I saw
that. That shit gets
I
me
saw that
every
on
time, dude. I
TikTok.
was like, fuck.
Oh my god. Mexican moms are the best, dude. I forgot what I was gonna say. But anyways, yeah, so we dived into Scream. That was one of the topics. Should we proceed with Shang-Chi or should we proceed with Only
um,
Murders in the Building?
I think we can do Shang-Chi real quick. I rewatched it on Thursday night too. I took my girl. She liked it. She loved it. She loved all the fantasy stuff of it. She liked all the characters, like the sister and everything like that. And I very much really enjoyed it this time again. Like watching it, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, cool. Like this is very much a Marvel movie in the sense of like it's fun,
Yeah.
especially like on the big screen. So yeah,
Yeah, for sure, dude. I watched it with my parents and Ben, and we had a really good time. My parents liked it a lot too. I really enjoyed it. I think it's been the funnest I've had with a Marvel movie in a while.
yeah,
Like, I can't think. I mean, I want to say probably like the last movie that I liked that much was probably like Guardians, because I really loved Guardians.
exactly. Yeah, yeah,
It was just a fun time. It had just the right amount of humor and it had the right amount of like feel goodness and sad moments because it was actually also kind of sad too. Like a lot of parts were kind of like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Um, and I really loved the world too, like the whole like village,
yeah.
seeing the creatures, all of that was super dope. I
Did
really
you
loved
get
that.
Studio Ghibli vibes, like Miyazaki vibes?
Yes, kind of. Yeah, definitely. And also kind of like I told Ben I was like, "Look, they look like Pokemon cuz they had like a Ninetales looking one."
Oh yeah, that's what I told my girl too. She's like, look, it looks like that one from Pokemon. 'Cause we played Pokemon
Yeah.
Go, so it was pretty cool. I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
fucking Ninetales.
My favorite were those like dragon looking ones. I don't know what they're called. They're like the
Oh yeah,
statues.
Yeah.
Those were fucking dope. I was like, man, those are so majestic. I love those. The fighting was really good. I definitely got Jackie Chan vibes, like with
Yeah.
the martial arts and all that. I thought that was so cool. Um,
The
I just
score
loved
was
it.
so fucking good. This time around, I left just the little like violin or whatever they use.
Yeah.
It's just stuck in my head. The little, I don't know. It
Mm-hmm.
was really well done.
I honestly would watch it again. Ben watched it twice, like he just commented. Shang-Chi was great, seen it twice now. He went to go watch it with his parents. I actually do want to watch it again because, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Aquafina was great. I fucking love
Yeah.
her. And I can see now why you said she played a bigger role because, yeah, she definitely did. I thought she got a really good chance to, like, shine her comedic talents.
Yeah.
But she was also just really good in it. The main actor, I don't know his name.
Simulu. That's what I call him. Simulu.
He was really good. I really enjoyed him. His sister was dope. Everyone, I thought everyone was good. The dad, he was a pretty good villain, I want to say.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, yeah, he was a villain, but kind of not really type of thing.
Yeah. Because he was a villain definitely before, but then obviously he fell in love.
Yeah.
He had
Yep.
kids. He settled down. He was playing what was it called? Just Dance or whatever that
Yeah. For
Dance
real,
Dance
dude.
Revolution.
And then he went back to his ways.
Yep. They took his girl, so he got mad obviously and everything like that, and um, he was just trying to get back to her, ultimately, and you could kind of see, okay, I understand him, but obviously he was going about it, in a bad way. So
I was telling Ben that like that's a very prominent like story in a lot of movies. Like we just recently also watched Pig. That was kind of like that where he just like lost
oh
his
yeah,
wife and he just kind of lost himself. And yeah, I think it's kind of like cool to see it and it was really sad like I said but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really nice. Very well done by Disney. Fucking killed. I mean Disney. Marvel.
Marvel, yeah.
They killed it. Yeah, I loved it. I mean, there were like a few things that I just thought were a little bit cheesy, but like it wasn't anything bad. Like nothing to the point where I was like, "Oh, this is terrible."
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, think it was definitely worth a watch. Really good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, and like what were we gonna call him? Biff?
Biff?
Yeah, remember? We were gonna call him Biff. He
Oh
said
yeah,
he
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
like Shang-Chi, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He said it was like a paint by numbers type of Marvel movie. It was like I kind of agree with that to a certain degree. Like but for now, like the Marvel's been here since 2008. You know what I'm saying? Like they've had like 23, 24 movies already. They have like a certain standard. I do agree with that. Like we're not gonna get something like so fucking philosophical, like
Yeah,
philosophical. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
not nothing
It's
too
still yeah.
groundbreaking. Like. But with all that being said, like we know what to expect just to have fun at the theaters with these
Mhm.
characters, the big screen. Like the ending did get a little messy, but I personally really enjoyed that. I liked seeing all this craziness. It reminded
Mhm.
me of something like Man of Steel at the end. Um, so yeah, it's like that's why I will say to that, like, this is Marvel and this is what you're gonna get. It's like a different sort of like I dare to say like a different flavor of the month, but well, something like this, I feel like it's different enough, and it did enough, at
Mhm.
least in my opinion, to be like solid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Yeah.
definitely in my top 10 for
Oh
sure.
yeah, for sure. I mean, for me, it's honestly up there because
Yeah,
I wasn't really like everyone else. Like, I know you and both you and Ben liked Infinity War. I was one of the ones I was just kind of like, eh. I didn't love it. I was just like, okay. So for me, this one, I think I enjoyed this one just immensely more. Like it was just so good. Like it's entertaining, it's lighthearted. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's not trying to like, like it's easy to follow along with. Like you have someone like my parents that obviously have watched every Marvel movie because they have, but they're
yeah,
not like hardcore fans. You know what
yeah,
I mean? But they can still follow along with it, and I really enjoy that. Like when it's just something that it's easy to take in. You don't have to know all this fucking knowledge to like know what's going on. I really appreciate that. but yeah, I mean, I thought it was good. I thought I really enjoyed it. And like I said, I love the martial arts. It was just really
Yeah,
well.
it was dope.
Like I love
That's
that scene in the
in the
bus.
bus.
That
Yeah,
yeah, that scene was so good. And it
yeah.
was like in the beginning of the movie.
So it's
And I
like
was
hold
just like,
on
"Oh
to your
shit."
butts here or whatever.
It just completely like I was not expecting that at all from this movie. I don't know what I was expecting to be honest. Like I was just kind of like going in there blind cuz I didn't see a trailer or anything. Um, but once I was watching it, I was like, "Oh shit, this is going in a really good direction." I was like pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, and when
So
they
yeah.
fall on the side of the building, that was pretty cool too.
Yeah, it definitely gave me
Rush
rush
Hour
hour
2.
vibes.
Yeah.
Like where she's hanging from the bamboo. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, this is straight up rush hour vibes right now. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought everything was good.
Yeah.
Loved it. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
What I'm interested to hear too, there's a lot of people I think like I'm one of them and maybe Ben too, who have Infinity War and Endgame in their top 5 MCU films.
Mm-hmm.
But if you take those away, like what would your top 5 be? And for me, I think if you take those two away, um Shang-Chi definitely
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi is definitely in my top 5.
Yeah, yeah. So I guess you're saying like if I didn't have to count Infinity War and Endgame
Yeah, because
because
those
they're
are like
just like
obvious. They're like, I feel for a lot of for most of like MCU
yeah,
fans or whatever,
yeah.
they're like, okay, hell yeah, these are epic, like But so that's why I'm like, take those away, and what would be your top 5? That's an interesting question.
Yeah. And like my list is like probably people would be like, "What the fuck?" Because I think for me up there is like Guardians. Like I love that one's like probably one of my
Yeah,
favorites. Aside from probably like Iron Man, just because that one started at everything, and I have really good memories of that movie and just like
and it's just a really
obviously,
solid. I mean, for me at least, I really love Iron Man. Like, it's a solid movie.
yeah. And my parents were telling me too yesterday that they were like remembering that they used to like wait in line to go see like Iron Man and when those first were coming out. And I'm like, dude, that was a long time ago. That's not even a thing anymore. Like waiting in line for
Yeah,
movies.
the
Like
midnight premieres, no, no
like
more.
that's nuts. We were tripping out. We were like, damn,
Like in
like
it,
that's crazy.
I'm kind of like sad and like because I missed those type of events because it definitely felt like an event. You had to be waiting there and like kind of like Christmas. You wait have to wait till
Yeah.
midnight. But now like you don't have to worry about getting a good seat. It's like reserved seating. You could go get popcorn and all this stuff. So
But it
it's
was a
very
good
much
time.
like a yeah.
Like what do you call it? I'm forgetting the word. But yeah, I get what you're
I
saying.
know I'm forgetting too.
But me, I remember like I would dress up like even for like when I went to go see Alice in Wonderland, I dressed up. When I went to go see Batman, I dressed up. Like you would just dress up, and it was just a fun time, you know. But
Yeah,
yeah, I get what you're saying. Like now it has its pros and cons. So I
yeah.
but overall, I would recommend Shang-Chi. I really enjoyed it. I think if you're a Marvel fan, you would enjoy it too.
So my top 5, real quick, since I'm on Letterbox, in order. So number 1 to 5 would be Guardians, Iron Man, Black Panther, Guardians 2, and then Shang Chi.
That's your top five?
Yeah, that'd be my top 5 without Infinity War
Whoa,
and
okay. I was like,
Endgame.
wait a minute, you're missing. So what would you take out? Because I'm assuming you would take out like Guardians, maybe Guardians 2?
Oh no, yeah, Guardians 2 and Shang Chi would be taken out if I include
Mm,
Infinity War and Endgame.
yeah, yeah. And I thought this was far superior than Black Widow.
Oh yeah,
Like
by a
when I
freaking
watch
lot.
this and I think about Black Widow, I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
But you're
like
like, but then you think about that, and it's interesting because you're like, well, why? Like they both have to do with the cinematic, you know, the
yeah.
universe. But
I
I
was talking
think,
to my brother and like I told him it. I liked Black Widow. Like I'm gonna buy it when it comes out. But it's I hate to say it because a lot of people are like, oh, your excuse is like why you didn't like it as much is because like it's like 5 years too late. But I think that's one of my
that's
reasons.
valid. Yeah,
Like yeah, like it's 5 years too late because especially when it takes place. Like you can definitely watch it if you have an MCU marathon. You can definitely watch it in order and enjoy it.
yeah,
But I don't know. I just didn't feel the oomph, the
yeah,
passion. Like something like Shang-Chi in this and Black Widow.
yeah. I don't
Like
know. It's really interesting. I feel like sometimes when Marvel tries and just does has fun with it, they end up producing something way better because like I said, going back to Guardians, like I think that movie's just so good. It's so entertaining. I can't think of any negatives of that movie. I fucking love that movie. But I think
Yeah,
it's because it just had fun with itself. It didn't take itself too seriously and it was just a good time. And when I think of Black Widow, I'm kind of like maybe it's just because I also don't really care about the character enough. I don't know. But I mean, then again, I didn't really care about Star Lord's character before watching Guardians. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But that movie made you care about all those characters. Like you fucking fall in love with all of them.
yeah.
So I don't know. It's kind of like a. I guess it just depends. I don't fucking know. Everyone has their own way of viewing it. I guess Spider-Man one is the best ever. We would agree with you that the original Toby one, yeah.
Yeah. And if I'm all I'm saying is that if they're not in No Way Home,
I'm gonna be pissed, dude.
I'm
Like
out.
that's such a fucking like they're just giving us like all over here like boners, and then they're not gonna like it's like
Yeah.
giving you guys like
But
it's
that's
so
the thing that
like
I feel like Marvel,
terrible.
like they would do that, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah,
So that's why I'm trying not to get to my hypes too much, like my
kind
hopes
of
up
shady.
too high, you know?
It's kind of shady. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But anyways, enough MCU talk. Real quick, I wanted to highlight a movie before we move on. It's also on Hulu. It's called Plan B. I don't know if you've heard
I've
about
heard
it,
of it.
Audrey, or you seen it on Hulu. Very much like it's sort of a like super bad meets book smart, but it's also its own thing. It does enough different in that movie, so you can be like, oh, okay, it's not super bad. It's not book smart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's definitely its own, like it's a coming of age movie. The two lead actresses were great. I thought the acting was pretty good throughout. Um, and yeah, it's just like again, I haven't seen one of those movies in a long time, like a Booksmart, like a, so it's
Yeah.
cool to see something like that. It's not like getting talked about at all. It was
Mm-hmm.
directed by Natalie Morales. I don't know if you heard that name. She looks familiar, and she's been
She
in a lot
sounds
of stuff.
familiar.
Yeah,
Plan
but
B.
yeah, it was. I recommend it. I think you'll have a fun time. It's hilarious. There's this one scene that's very like it's it's raunchy, and
Yeah.
it's just like I was kind of like looking away from the screen and like kind of like squirming like
Really?
oh like like it was cool. Me and
Yeah.
my girl had a good time. We had pizza that night, and it was like we just hey let's put this movie on, and
Oh,
it was
that's
like one of
cool.
those times like we had a great time with it. So
I
yeah,
feel like there was another movie that came out like this with oh god, what was her name? It because I just read the synopsis and it reminded me of
Emma
it.
Stone.
No, fuck. It's also about like two friends that like one of them's pregnant and like her friend is like helping her. It's also a
Oh,
comedy.
oh, okay, never mind. I was like, isn't that the one on HBO?
Oh yeah,
Never,
no.
barely. I was like,
No, this one was another one that came out like that. And I wanted to watch it because I also heard good things about it, but I just never did. I'm completely blanking on like the details, but yeah, I want to say it was very similar to that. But yeah, definitely put that on my watch list cuz I like movies like that too. You know,
yeah,
they're just a
and
good
it's
time.
like I said, it does enough like different, and it's very much its own thing. So you can kind of compare. You can see the comparisons between like Booksmart and Superbad, but I think it does enough different. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to seeing these young actresses and other stuff, and to see what Natalie Morales does next. We watched Eclipse. We're continuing our little Twilight saga,
Fucking
which
hate those movies.
I'm actually enjoying this time around.
Ugh, I hate
Like
those
I'm
movies because I have to watch them. They piss me off.
yeah.
Ugh,
It's
like
it's
why?
like one like back then I just didn't like them because everybody liked them, so I was going against them for that. But then like now like watching it, it's like this kind of guilty pleasure, I guess.
Yes, I
You
fucking hate
know?
it. I fucking hate it, dude. Like I'm like, God damn it. Why? Why, God, why? It's just like that movie I think just makes me feel so nostalgic and it just gives me I don't know, like it's cuddly.
Yeah.
Like a warm hug.
Yeah. And I
But
haven't
definitely.
seen the last two, so I'm excited to see where it goes. So,
Yeah. I think Eclipse is like my least favorite. My favorite one is New Moon. Yeah.
yeah.
my least favorite is probably Eclipse and the first one. Honestly, I really don't like the first one. New Moon's my favorite, and then Breaking Dawn, the first part. So
Yeah.
yeah. Um, but yeah, so I think Hulu's been killing it lately with the whole show thing too, man. Like
Yeah.
moving on to the show, Only Murders in the Building. Nacho Libre is my favorite. It's a
Oh yeah.
classic. It's a classic. Um, but yeah, so you go first, John, since you were the
So
one that.
I don't know how I heard about this show, but I did hear that it was coming soon, and I was excited because it was coming relatively soon. And I think I mentioned it to you either last week or something. I was, oh yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Uh huh.
But I was simply excited because of the cast. I haven't
Mhm.
seen Steve Martin something in a long time, so I was thinking, oh, I got into that mindset of like he only does specific things now. So I was like, all
Yeah.
right, if he's attached to something, and then during the opening credits, I was very pleasantly surprised that he was like he's a writer, right? He was like the main.
Yeah, he's one of the ones that's is it or was it producing it?
He
It
did
was
both. He's producing, and I think he's also the writer of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, or something like that. Like I'm forgetting what he was credited. So it was definitely his idea, basically. You know.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
me let me see. Only murders in the building. And so besides that, Martin Short again, I love him too. And Selena Gomez, I'm pretty much a fan of hers when it comes to acting. She's done enough for me to be like, okay, like it's not like oh she's gonna go for an Oscar, you know. But I
Yeah.
have fun watching her, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and especially like anything with like murders and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah,
come on,
for
like I
sure.
love murder mystery. It's comedy as well, so I was very excited.
Definitely. Definitely if you like who done it.
Yeah, so yeah, it was created by Steve Martin and John Huffman.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Well, good for him, man.
yeah, that's why I was like, oh shit.
Honestly, yeah, honestly, I was sold on it as soon as I saw that Martin Short and Steve Martin were in it because I love them together.
Yeah,
Like, if you've
Three
seen the Three
Amigos.
Amigos and if you've seen like Father of the Bride, like, oh, I just fucking love them. Martin Short, I think, is a gem. I told Ben, I'm
Yeah,
like, he's a fucking gem because the first episodes, to be honest, I wasn't really feeling Steve Martin's comedy shine through. Like I
yeah,
know he's funny and I know I like him in his like stuff that he's done. Even his stand up, I can remember liking some of it. But I told Ben, I'm like, man, Martin Short does not miss a beat. Like in his old age, because he's already older, they both are. And I'm like, he's just so good. Like he has not lost his comedic talent at all. His timing is still there. His jokes still land. He's just undeniably a funny guy. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So yeah, he's just I love him. Selena Gomez, you're gonna say I'm a hater. I've never been a huge fan of her just because I can't really remember something that what else has she been in? I know she's been in other stuff. Oh, well, she was in Wizards of Waverly Place, right? Which I never
Yeah.
watched. So
She was in that. She was in a Netflix movie with Paul Rudd. Let me
oh
see.
yeah, she was in The Fundamentals of Caring or something like that with Paul
Yeah, something
Rudd.
like that. Let me see her filmography. Spy Kids. The fuck. Spring Breakers. I forgot she was in that.
I forgot she was in that too. You see,
Rudderless.
she's not like she hasn't made
Yeah,
an impact on me yet. Maybe she will eventually. She's just not there yet. Um, but then I saw
Neighbors
Nathan Lane
2.
is in it too, and I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
oh my
I did
god,
not know he was in it. So when he popped up as like I guess an old business partner of Martin Short, I was like,
yeah,
what the heck? Like that's so
fucking love
cool.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was really excited. The cast overall has been pretty good. Sting makes an appearance.
Yeah. I saw him in one of the thumbnails, so I was like, oh, okay, like he's gonna come out, but I didn't
Yeah.
know his role in it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, but I'm very much enjoying it so far. Like I love everything about it. Like the ending of the first episode, I was like, oh shit, it's
Yeah.
her.
She done
Like,
it.
she's done it. Like she's
Yeah.
hiding something.
Yeah.
So it's very much cool. Like I like that it ends like that almost every episode, where it's like, oh shit, you got to see the next one. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and yeah, like the comedy for me, especially with Martin Short, like yeah, the way he's just like almost directing everything, even though it's
Yeah.
not like it's just so hilarious. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely interesting. It's definitely has its like vibe to it, the certain like feel to it as well.
Yeah.
Like Alex said, it's so fun. I love how it's shot. It looks cinematic. Yeah, definitely looks like a movie. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have like that sitcom vibe or anything like that.
It
So
doesn't look cheap.
yeah, it doesn't look cheap at all. And I just like the concept and the whole podcast thing too.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Which I can relate to because I love listening to true crime podcasts. So I was like,
Yeah.
this is fucking dope. Because that's exactly how you are. Like, after you listen to one, you're like, oh my God, my neighbor could be a murderer and I don't even know it. And you're just like all into it. You want to solve a fucking crime.
Yeah.
But Ben pointed out too that he really enjoys like the opening credit, like the little how it starts the show, like the opening credits thing.
Yeah. It shows like the little
Um,
building. It's
yeah,
almost like animated, but like it's not animated.
yeah, it's super cool, super different. So it's definitely one of those shows I feel like is picking up steam. Like if like the more you watch it, the more you're like into it, and the more you're invested because you learn a little bit more about the
Yeah.
characters and everything, and you know that everything is not as it seems. So,
Yeah.
but
As soon as you
yeah, it's
have
such
like
a
a theory, like oh shit.
it gets tossed out the window, and you're just like, oh fuck, well, gotta reevaluate.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's such a good show. Like I said, I'm really happy seeing them together again. I think they're just so good. They
Yeah.
have a really good chemistry together. But yeah, I'm looking forward. So did you watch the one last night? Are you caught
Yeah.
up?
I'm caught up already.
All right, cool. Damn. Well,
I
we
just because
can't.
Alex is ruining it.
Spring Breakers.
Oh, he just wants to talk about Spring Breakers.
Oh no, I think he meant because when Selena Gomez was in, yeah, she was in Spring Breakers. But honestly, like I said, I
Alex,
don't really
she was
remember her.
12, man. No, just kidding.
Relax. Just
Relax,
kidding.
bro.
But yeah, I was just so excited to see them, and I don't know. It's so cool. It's a cool show. It's definitely
Do you
cool.
think it's gonna be like a limited series or ongoing? Because I don't know where I saw it, but it said like, oh, the first season. So it's like they're not promoting it as
Um,
a limited series. So
yeah,
it's like,
it's probably gonna be at least a few seasons then. But then you're kind of like, is it gonna lose its oomph?
yeah,
You
like
know?
what is it gonna be? The second season gonna be about? Like, are they not gonna figure out this murder, or, like this who done it, or like
The only
I
thing
don't
I
know.
can think of is that they're gonna become like true crime podcasters, and they're gonna just have like different
They're gonna get like
crimes.
hired.
Yeah, like they're gonna become like Nancy Drew style. But yeah, I think it's really cool.
Which I wouldn't
Um,
mind because I would definitely like to see this trio. You
oh
know,
yeah, yeah. To see them together again, it's totally worth it.
yeah,
Aaron Johnson. When I saw the trailer for Spring Breakers, my thought is the people in that look like they're having fun, and it looked like it came out of a Sports Illustrated swimsuit meets a fun comedic heist.
yeah,
Honestly, I was never a fan of Spring Breakers. Like, I think I watched it the one time, and I was just kind of like, meh.
yeah. I think I just seen it in theaters once, and I remember like I was like, oh, this was cool, but like I would,
It's
it's
just
like definitely early A24. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, like I feel like they were onto something, but they still hadn't ironed out all the details. And then now they're the A24 that we've all known to come to know and love.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, Spring Breakers wasn't my favorite of theirs. So yeah, but yeah. So
Speaking of
overall,
Spring Breakers, oh, what were you gonna say?
no, go ahead.
Speaking of Spring Breakers, I watched a movie involving James Franco. It was kind of like bittersweet because
Cause
I
he's
don't think
getting
he's
hate.
gonna. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna come out of what he's in right now, especially after Seth was like, "Yeah, I don't want to work with him anymore." You know.
Oof.
So it's kind of a bummer, like to see someone that you really liked and enjoyed, like come out to be like that. You know.
Yeah.
So that sucks. But I watched This Is the End. I just put it
Yeah.
on as like background noise. But fuck, man, I love that movie so much. I know
Yeah.
people, not a lot of people may not like it. What for me, it's just everything. It just kind of seems like an improv type of movie, you know? Like everybody was just bringing their A game, and I love seeing everybody back together, like the cast of Superbad.
Mhm.
Like, that was pretty cool to see Michael Cera be all, you know. out
Yeah.
there and stuff like that. But I don't know. That movie just holds a special place in my heart. It's like
Yeah,
one of
for
those,
sure.
meditating kind of, hey, just put it on, and makes you feel good, you know?
Like it definitely did something super cool in having like all these like comedic talents together and just kind of like just doing whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely one of those movies that a lot of people like. A lot of people didn't like it, but I liked it. I enjoy that movie too.
Especially when they
Um,
do all the drugs.
yeah,
He
but
said,
it
let's
just
do all the
sucks, like you
drugs.
said, that fucking James Franco had to be a fucking idiot, you
Yeah.
know. But damn, and I was thinking, when I'm trying to think, what was the first thing I saw him in? It was Freaks and Geeks. But aside from
Freaks.
that, you just think of him from Spider Man.
Spider-Man, yeah.
And then after that, he just did Pineapple Express, which I think was like one of
He
his like.
wasn't he nominated for an Oscar for that? Or am I wrong?
I don't think so. Was he?
Let me see. Because I know I don't think so
No
actually.
way. I don't believe
James
that.
Franco
If that's the
filmography.
case, like, damn, they all be fucking up.
He has a discography? What?
He's definitely one of those characters that I feel like has lived like a bunch of lives. Like he's just been undercover and done all this different crazy shit.
List of awards nominated. Um, Academy Awards. Oh no, he was nominated for his role in 127 hours.
Ah, yes, 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 yes,
Best
yes.
actor, and then Golden Globes, he was nominated for Pineapple Express, for his role there.
Huh.
He won for James Dean, best
Wait.
actor in a miniseries or television film, for a Golden
Yeah, he
Globe.
portrayed James Dean in a show.
And The Disaster Artist, he won for that too, best actor in a motion picture, comedy, or musical.
Wait, for he won an Oscar?
No, Golden Globe. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I was
Yeah.
like, what?
He's only been for Oscars. He's only been nominated for best actor for 127 hours.
127. I mean, which
Yeah.
is in itself, it's a feat because, like, damn, like, really? I didn't even really like that movie that much.
Um,
It was pretty boring, if
Definitely
you ask
not my
me.
favorite Danny Boyle film, but I remember enjoying it for like the story. Like, oh fuck, what would I do in that situation?
Yeah, but I was
But
just kind
other
of
than
like,
that, like,
I think it has to do with the fact that I knew how it ended. So I was
oh
just
yeah,
kind of like, like I know he's gonna chop off his arm at
yeah,
some point. I was just kind of waiting for it. I was like, all right, well, this is the time. Cue the where
yeah.
he's gonna start sawing off his arm. But
What
yeah,
would you
fucking
do,
James
Audrey?
Franco, dude.
Would you just give up and die there? Like,
I want to say that I would do the same thing, but oh my god.
ah,
Oh, I don't know. I think I'd probably pass out. Like I don't even think I would make it. Like I probably
yeah.
would pass out during, and then I would just end up dying.
Oh fuck.
You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like, what the fuck are you supposed to do?
Yeah, another reason why I never want to go like hiking in national parks or whatever.
Like, nah, I'm good.
Like, I don't want to be eaten by animals or fucking
So you don't want to die an adventurous death.
nah.
You just want to die a good old solid
Like, I want
boring
to die in
death.
my sleep like the old lady in Titanic.
I think everyone wants that.
You know?
Yeah. Which we
Or
also recently fuck oh my god, what's his name? He passed away from I know him from Boardwalk Empire and from another show.
oh, Michael K. Williamson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he died unfortunately. He
So,
was
did
young.
you know how he died?
I don't. I didn't look into it too much. I just saw that he passed away
Because
unfortunately.
I know he was found in his apartment in New York, but I don't know if it was like uh natural causes or he got murdered or like
Yeah. I'm
in a
not
lot of cases like that, like if you're found like that, it's like like an overdose or something, accidental, or
they
well, I
didn't
always say
say?
accidental. No, that as far as I know, he's just the police just found him in his apartment, and
Yeah.
but he was great in everything that I've seen him, and he's done a lot. I know he was in Boardwalk Empire. I think he was in The Wire, as yeah, in The Wire, Lovecraft Country, been
Oh
in a lot of
damn.
movies.
Alex said heroin OD. Oh damn.
Ah, damn.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
unfortunate. He
it
was such a good
sucks.
actor.
He was. He was very much
Definitely.
of like once he's in a scene, he just like demands your presence. He's like one of those actors, you know, like
Yeah.
it sucks. Freaks and Geeks is my favorite show ever. Watching it, it's gonna be hard since I haven't watched that same show since yeah, the Danny Masterson. It's definitely yeah, like I love that 70s show. It's a show I grew up with, so I don't think like I'll stop watching it, but it's definitely not the same anymore, you know? It's like
Yeah.
fuck, like something about it is like fuck, man, like because like that fool, I don't know.
You're like, that fool fucked up.
Yeah, that fool fucked up, but I'm
I
just like I
mean,
enjoy everybody else around it, you know?
yeah, and like, like I said, I'm still not gonna, even though they did fucked up shit, like, I'm still not gonna deny that I like their stuff, their
Yeah,
movies. Like, I
yeah,
would still watch Pineapple Express. I'm still gonna watch,
yeah.
like, because
It
that's,
just bums you out for like someone who's talented. If you know who's talent, like like
yeah.
Kevin Spacey, was a fucking great actor. A lot of great movies. I'm still gonna watch his movies, but
You just know
it's
that
still
he's a
gonna
shitty person.
yeah, it's like
Well, that's why they say don't meet your
heroes.
heroes because you end up being disappointed.
Yeah. I wonder what
Which
skeletons we have in our
in the
closet, Audrey.
closet. I
Kind of
know.
like that last episode of Only Murders in
Yeah.
the Building.
Yeah,
Ooh.
exactly. And another actor that passed away
Yeah.
was
Ed Asner?
oh no, I was thinking someone else. Ed Asner passed away the other day. There was a favorite role of his that is fun. It was from the Disney TV show Gargoyles, where he played the gargoyle Hudson, who enjoys talking to Goliath. Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Everybody I feel like he has a lot of stuff too, but a lot of people were like mostly know him, not mostly know him, but like one of the things that he did recently that was kind of bigger was Up.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I actually didn't grow up watching that show. I've heard really good things about it though.
Yeah, me too.
I want to watch it because I think it's on Disney Plus, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe one day I'll watch it.
Wait, you're talking about Gargoyles?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought. Okay, never mind. I grew up watching Gargoyles. Yeah,
Was it good?
it was pretty cool. I
It
would
was pretty
definitely
cool.
like. It was pretty cool. I would
Like I
definitely like to
think.
see a live action movie of that, or even Street Sharks. Remember Street Sharks? That
No, I don't. I
would
don't
be
remember
so
that.
live action.
Like.
Suicide Squad, King Shark, make that shit. King Shark with rollerblades and skating. Fuck yes. And there was the boxing one.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
make that now. Fuck
Bro,
yeah.
like I think I remember seeing like clips of the Gargoyle show, but I don't really remember like watching a full episode, so I want to
Yeah.
watch it. Would you guys watch Woody Allen still? I mean, I do.
I mean, if he had something new out, probably I would. I don't know. But like his
Um,
older stuff, I mean, honestly, I don't even think I'm a fan of his. I don't even know if I've seen anything from him.
you've never seen Annie Hall?
Nope.
Have you
Nope.
seen
Not,
Vicky Cristina Barcelona?
I have one
Um,
of his, the midnight one. What's it called?
Midnight in Paris?
Yeah, Midnight in Paris. I seen that one with
And then there's
wow.
another one. I'm forgetting the other one.
What do
With
you
Ellen Page and what's his name? The other guy.
Elliot
Uh,
Page.
oh yeah, my bad. Elliot Page and oh my god, what's his name? Oh, Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah, I think that's the Cafe Society, or is that another one?
There's another one, I think.
Why didn't I Woody Allen?
Allen.
Woody Allen. God damn, this was fucking 85.
Yeah, he's an old fucking man, dude.
Have you seen that little clip of Kevin Hart and Don Cheadle where they're doing an interview and then he's oh yeah, Don Cheadle's like oh yeah, well I'm like 57 now, and then Kevin Hart's like damn, like
Yeah.
that's old or something. This is the way that food said that, like
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
Yeah.
He said, "Damn, Midnight in Paris,
Damn.
and Rome with Love, Blue
That
Jasmine."
one. That's the one that I'm talking about. In Rome with Love. I think they come out in that one, if I'm not
Let me
mistaken.
see. Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Greta Gerwig.
Mm-hmm.
Judy Davis, Penelope Cruz,
He
Alec
always has
Baldwin.
stacked cast,
That
like
cast, yeah.
stacked.
Oh, he has one coming out this last year. Rifkin's Festival, Rifkin's Festival. Huh.
Yeah, for me, I think I'm pretty good at separating the art from the artist. So for me, I can rewatch a Woody Allen film and not be like disgusted. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like I mean, I'm just kind of like, well, what am I supposed to like if we go down that road? And I've had this discussion with several people and they always think I'm like a piece of shit because they're like, what the fuck? But I'm just saying, if we go down that road of every person that has done something horrible or has committed a criminal act or has done something that we don't think is morally right, everyone would be canceled that's in
We
showbiz.
wouldn't be using our iPhones.
Or like everyone in show business would be canceled. You know what I mean?
We wouldn't watch
Like,
Scream because of the Weinstein Company.
exactly. And like, I mean, David Bowie is like one of my favorite artists, but I am very well aware of the fact that that man was having sex with 14-year-olds when he was younger. You know what I mean? Robert Plant, all those guys, Jimmy Page, Jimi Hendrix, all of those rock stars had sex with girls that were underage. You know what I mean? And I still love Led Zeppelin and I still love David Bowie. So does that
And that
make
means, Audrey, that you like it too.
does that make me a piece of shit? Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like I'm like, so what does that mean? Like are we just gonna like cancel everyone out?
Yeah.
But I get that people are like, no, you can't support them. And I'm like, well, I mean, shit, dude. Then who's left? Because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Bob Dylan came out recently too that he had some sort of like sexual assault thing against him. And I was like, it doesn't surprise me because, like I said, when you're like in the public eye, I feel like it's really, unless you're like Keanu Reeves, that apparently there's no,
Yeah.
what do you call it? There's like no proof that he's ever done anything horrible
Yeah, he's just been
because
a
he's just a
fucking
good
human.
human
Yeah.
being. You're like, damn, like that's amazing. You know what I mean? And Ben was like, oh, he's like, I'm annoyed. He's like, I already know he's a good human being. Like everyone always says that Keanu is a good human
Imagine
being.
like some fucking just heartbreaking comes out of my
Imagine, that's what I'm saying.
like
Like,
fuck.
fuck. Like, obviously, I wouldn't see him with the same rose tinted glasses that we see everyone else, you know, like, oh my God. But I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can separate that. And I think I touched upon that too with Jordan when he was on here because he mentioned something like that he didn't really care for one of the movies because he didn't like the fact that one of the girls was underage. And I'm like, I can completely understand that. But like I said, it's kind of like you separate the art from the artist. And I have always known that here, not in the States, things are a little different.
Yeah.
So,
And it also, it's not like we're like, hey, we're pro this. You know what I'm saying? That's not
yeah.
what we're saying. You know?
Yeah. So it's definitely a slippery slope,
Yeah.
but it's just I don't know. It's complicated. I feel like in this day and age, everyone gets canceled. So yeah,
Woody Allen, when he was younger, was in a band spoof or Bond spoof, Casino
Casino
Royale,
Royale.
which had a lot of interesting actors, including Peter Sellers and Orson Welles. That's interesting. I don't know if it was Aaron who mentioned No Time to Die. Oh no, it was Jordy.
Oh
Is James
yeah.
Bond No Time to Die out? No, that's coming out next month, I believe so.
If it doesn't get pushed back again.
Yeah, because I know, like Ben said, Top Gun got pushed.
Hmm.
There's a lot of stuff happening, but Venom got pushed up because of the success of Shang-Chi. I think a lot. That's the thing. The reason why
Oh
I'm
shit.
glad it did pretty well this weekend because a lot of the industry was looking for at Shang-Chi to see how it performs. Yeah, it did. It was an opening weekend, but a Labor Day, a long holiday type of thing. But I think it still did pretty good. solid. So I feel like a lot of people are happy because that means people are going to the theaters for the right movie, you know? So
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I also heard that Eternals was depending on Shang-Chi, like to see if it was gonna come out. And, I mean, I'm
yeah, so I
assuming.
think now they should be like, hey, let's go for it, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, I think we touched upon all the things that we wanted to talk about. It was a good
Yes.
podcast.
And I'm gonna give this warning. Next week we're gonna do a full-on spoiler discussion of Only Murders in the Building, Alex. So you have a week.
Yes, you have a week to
They're 30
prepare.
minutes long.
And anyone else who's listening,
Yeah, anybody who's
who
listening,
has
we're
any
gonna.
interest in watching that show,
Yeah.
you have to catch up because we want to get into the spoilers. Because without
Yes.
spoilers, it's just not the same. Like, we can't really talk about it, and we're
We
kind
can
of having
praise
to.
it, but we can't go into like full
Yeah.
detail of like,
Like, bro, guess what happened? I'll
yeah.
finish tonight. Hell yeah. That's what we like to hear. And I mean, like I said, I think it kind of helps that only one episode's coming out every so often, every week.
Yeah.
So it kind of helps you. Um, I definitely have a lot of things on my watch list that I want to watch. So I'm
Yeah.
excited. Is there
Yeah, and
anything else that's coming out? Oh, wait, is it this week that the card counter is coming out?
yeah, I think this week Carter Counter's coming out. Good old Oscar Isaac with Taxi Driver writer, what's his name? He also did the one with Ethan Hawke where he was a priest.
Oh, First Reform?
Yeah, First Reform. He's directing that. Paul Schrader, there you go. Card Counter, and then we have James Wan's return to horror, The
With
Malignant.
Malignant?
Yeah,
Mm.
that's coming out. I haven't really heard anything about that movie, which kind of scares me
Ah,
because if a movie's good, there's early reviews and early buzz
yeah.
around it. There's early screening, so I don't know.
It
I
didn't
hope it
look.
is. James Wan, he's mostly hit in the horror genre, so
I mean, honestly, my first thoughts when I watched the trailer, I wasn't too keen on it just because it wasn't anything new. I was just kind of like, oh, okay, like, not puss. I was just like, all right, like, it's just going to be another scary movie. I'm still going to watch it, obviously, because it's a scary
I
movie.
I
So,
still need to watch the Night House with
oh,
Rebecca
yeah,
Hall.
me too.
Rebecca Hall? Yeah, yeah.
Also, when we mentioned Oscar Isaac, he's been on Twitter going crazy because of his whole Jessica Chastain thing that he did on the red
Oh
carpet.
yeah,
What are your
that
thoughts on
fucking
that?
look. Did you see how he was like, who? How I fell in love with him? He wasn't even looking at me.
You were like,
Jesus.
God damn. You
Yeah,
were
like,
like, whew.
whoo.
Ooh, boy. He was trying to seduce everyone.
Yeah, like I
I
don't know
mean,
how she kept it cool or something like.
I know, right?
Uh,
Like, what the fuck? But I'm confused because I'm like, why is everyone having a conniption over it? I think it's because he's married. That's what Ben said. He's like, well, it's because his wife was apparently like right there. And I'm like,
Damn. But right after they laughed it off, but at the same
yeah.
time, like, what would you do if Ben did something like that?
Well, that's what I told him. I was like, okay, I'm putting myself, like, obviously, me, Audrey, right now, if he did that to some random girl or to like a friend, I'd be pissed. But I'm like, he's an actor. So his wife knows, obviously, that they do shit for publicity. And they just made this movie about them being a couple.
Is it a movie
So,
or a series?
oh, I think it's a series. My bad. I think it's going to be a
Oh, okay,
series
yeah, because
on
I could have
HBO.
been, yeah,
Or is it a movie? No, I think it's a
I don't know,
series.
but I know that you're super interested because of the cast and also because you love the
The
OG, right?
original.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's the thing though. I wasn't really interested just because I was pissed that they were remaking it.
yeah.
Cuz I was like, no, like I fucking love the original. Let me see.
Because knowing HBO can go either way. Could be a series or.
It just says a drama.
I think my neighbor's dog knows the answer. He's trying to tell me.
Um it doesn't how do I Hmm. They're making it seem like it's a series. Huh. Yeah, it's a 5-part limited series.
Oh, okay.
Because the original one was promoted as like a mini series. So, yeah. But yeah, fucking Oscar Isaac, man, just like leaving Jessica Chastain in shambles on the fucking red
Yeah, I was
carpet.
like, Jesus. So damn, that
He
fool's gonna
looked like
have
he
a
wanted to eat her, dude. Like
yeah, dude.
Jesus.
Like, fuck, man.
And I think that's what everyone was kind of like tripping about, because I feel like with that much intent, because they were saying chemistry, and I think that's the dangerous part, because you're like, okay, when someone has chemistry with someone, that's a little bit dangerous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
That's a
everybody
little
with
bit
Bradley
dangerous.
and Lady Gaga when The Star Was Born came out.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
And
they
they're,
have partners and they wanted them to split up and be with each other.
I
Like, fuck.
know. And I think what's her name did end up breaking up with her boyfriend, Lady
Oh,
Gaga.
I think so. I think
She ended
so.
up breaking up with her boyfriend over it. So fuck, dude. Like y'all over here destroying relationships and shit. But
But
yeah, I mean,
Emmanuel said he's on it. He looks cool. For the only murders in the building, and then Alex is mentioning Peanut, my old
Peanut,
dog.
your old dog.
Yeah, because I
Oh,
mentioned the neighbor's dog. He was rowdy, so
yeah. I mean, and then we'll pretty soon we'll have Dune out. Do you have any interest in watching the old one to
yeah.
get
I don't know
prepared?
if I told you the it came out in 4K recently.
Uh huh.
Isn't that with Sting?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it came out recently in 4K, and I wanted to rewatch it because I'm not gonna fucking read the book in time.
Yeah.
It
There's no
comes out
way.
next month.
Yeah. There's
Next
no
month is
way.
fucking stacked. By the way, we have Dune, Venom. We have Last Night in Soho. We
Uh,
have Halloween Kills. We have the French Dispatch,
Dish Pash.
Dispatch. And what else? I think there's like a bunch of other films coming out.
Well,
Like
I
it's gonna
mean,
be stacked. Like every
it's
week
already,
something's gonna
yeah.
come out. Like
Oh man. Ugh. Thinking about it as the person that works at the movies, I'm not down. But I'm down as a movie lover. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Um, Let me see. I'm trying to
AEW, AEW. The fucking Alex
Sting.
Sting, like the wrestler.
Yeah, Sting. Sting, bro.
Okay,
Um,
Audrey, I'm gonna tag in Alex. So thank you guys so much for watching. Now it's gonna be called the AEW podcast, where we're gonna cover All Out, AEW's past pay per view that came out this weekend. So,
ooh. Dude,
but that'd be cool.
would you be down to see The Thing in movie theaters? I think I would. I'd be down.
Yeah, John Carpenter's
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, I'm literally gonna go drive to Best Buy after this to buy it to get it in 4K, the steelbook. Even though
The
I already
Thing?
have the steelbook. Yeah, look at
Bro, okay, and what do you do with these extras?
look. I have the
And
cool
you're gonna go get the 4K one?
yeah, because this is supposed to be in 4K. Yeah, 2017 4K scan of the feature film, but I like the new cover. So
Dude, you should sell those for like half price. Well, not even like the ones that you get double. Cause why do you keep both of them?
and I think I still have the original Blu-ray, or I don't know if I give it to Alex the Blu-ray.
I'm over here with the fucking Blu-ray edition.
Manuel
I
said I just
mean,
got it in the mail.
I don't even have the Blu-ray edition. I just have the regular DVD one, I think.
Oh, Audrey, he beat you to it. He said, "Let me get the digital code."
I don't want the digital code. I want the actual movie, fool.
Oh, Alex, AEW, AEW.
Yeah, I think I have just like the old school. You know what though? I like that I have just the regular one because it gives it more character because it's like the old-fashioned looking box. So,
Yeah, that's why I don't know, Alex. If I give it back, if I give it to you, can you give it back, please?
you're like it might be worth something one
And
day.
speaking of my top 100 movie scratch off poster challenge, which is definitely going to be coming this week, guys. So look on TikTok for that. I picked up a movie that I haven't seen before, and I don't know, this is going to blow you away because it's on that list. But
Mhm.
I picked it up for like less than $10. There will be blood.
Ben made me watch that.
Va a haber sangre.
Ben made me watch that. I wait, was it that? Yeah, it was that one. Yeah, that's the one with Paul Dano, right?
Yeah.
Dano? Paul
I
Dano?
abandoned my child, or whatever he says.
It's an iconic scene. It's everywhere. But yeah, Ben made me watch it.
You promised to give me the Blu-ray, but you never
Wait,
did.
okay.
LOL.
I have a question. I have a question for whoever's listening and for you, John, I guess.
Okay.
I guess. So for you know how I'm doing the challenge, the 100 movies. So what do you think is the best way to do it? How would you guys want to see it on our Instagram? Like, do you think I should do it like a review, or do you guys just want to see what movie it is, or do you guys want to just like see my rating that I give it on Letterbox? Like, I don't know how I should do it. Or should
Yeah.
I just post it at the beginning of the day and be like, this is the movie in case they want to watch it with me? I don't know. I don't fucking
Yeah.
know. I don't know how to do it.
What I'm gonna do is I wanted to do like a follow along type of thing, but it's gonna be hard because I'm gonna post about it and then like so I thought about doing two videos like, hey, today's movie's gonna be this. Check out for part two for my review or whatever. But I also wanted to incorporate my Blu-ray collection. So I took an account of how many I have like 80 of those, and I'm missing 20. But now I got this. I got Mulholland Drive. So I want to do like a little series that involves me watching them, but also
Mm-hmm.
my collection. So and the way I'm gonna do it is at random. I numbered all of them, and I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna pick a little popsicle stick. It has a number, and I'm gonna put okay, cool. Today's movie is this. I'm gonna watch it if I haven't watched it before, or do all that stuff. So it's gonna be like random and shit. So it's gonna be like my thoughts on the movie real quick, and like if I haven't seen it in a while, give my thoughts now, or if I haven't seen it at all, just finally, hey, this is my first initial thoughts of the movie I haven't seen before. Because there's some movies I haven't seen before. So
Right, but so I'm saying, but like, are you gonna, so you're gonna post that on TikTok?
yeah, and then eventually Instagram.
So, but are you gonna give like a review?
Yeah, I want to watch the movies. That's the thing that like once I do the video about it, like I want to watch it. So I probably will start the video, save it in my drafts, watch the movie, and then continue the video. If that makes any sense. So
Mm-hmm.
do a little review. If I've seen it and haven't seen it, so like I want to revisit them and give my thoughts about it now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or if like I haven't seen it at all, then hey, cool. Like this is my first thoughts on first time watching There Will Be Blood or something.
Okay. Cause that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know how to do it with mine. Cause I'm like, I don't like. I don't know if people just want like the review or if they want to know what movie it is so they can watch it. I don't. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Um, Alex says, show your pic on IG and then talk about it on the podcast so people can follow along. So you're saying like just post it like, okay, this is my day two, whatever, and then be like, wait for my review for the
Like
podcast.
make sure to tune into the podcast to see my full review or something.
But then you would you be cool with that, John? Because then I'm gonna be the one just talking and like, what if you haven't seen it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it might be a
No,
little
I mean
bit.
it could be a segment because I mean you're gonna be doing that and I'm gonna be doing this. So it could
Hmm.
be we can work it out because this is kind of behind the scenes talk. We've been talking about having more segments on our you know stuff.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, yeah, I was just wondering because like it's not gonna be like just kind of boring for you because like I said, you're not gonna be. What if you haven't seen it? Like, and I don't want to like spoil it for you. That's why I'm just kind of like. But I mean, I
I mean, you can
guess
do it. You're more than welcome to. I mean, you can do your own little TikTok series. You could post it on IG if you want to.
I don't know. I don't know how to do it. I'm trying to think of a cool way. But I got a really cool comment the other day. They were like, "Oh, I've seen some really like cool movies because of you," and I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude! That's what I like to hear." Oh no, John got frozen. I was like, oh, I guess he didn't. He. What is that? Oh, it was my cat. Oh no, John, you froze. Come back. Damn it. Right when we were going to end. So yeah. Well, okay, Alex, I'll think about doing that then. I guess that would be cool. Just like to show what I'm going to watch day of and then wait until then. But then I'm trying to figure it out because I'm trying to do one a day. So then by the time the podcast rolls around, I'm going to be watching like 5, if that makes sense. Like I'll be watching like 5 movies. I feel like that's like a lot to like. What happened? Oh shit. Oh no, I lost John. Let me see if he comes back. Oh, he messaged me. Mm. Um. So John's internet gave out. Unfortunately, that's why he kind of just disappeared on us. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out, maybe he can come back or maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions as to how I should do that challenge, I'm more than open to hearing your suggestions because I honestly have no idea. Um Yeah, but I think John's not gonna be able to come back because he's having issues with his internet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and close it off for today. I don't think John liked your idea, Audrey. Yeah, that's what it seemed like. He just like froze right when I was talking about it. I was like, all right, well, I guess. But nah, his internet gave out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cancel it. He's to cancel it. My bad. I'm just gonna go ahead and end the podcast now. But make sure to watch Only Murders in the Building. Is that what it's called? Or is it Only Murders Left in the Building? You know what I'm talking about. The show we were just talking about. Make sure and watch that because next week we want to have like a full spoilers, like full spoiler review on it. So if you haven't watched it, catch up. It's on Hulu. Go watch it. And we'll be back next week at the same time. So yeah, see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.